What's up guys, Tina did it here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have this gorgeous fall decor. I know we're still in summer, but you know when you have an itch and you have to scratch it? That's how it is. I saw sunflowers in Dollar Tree the other day, so I had to. I'm sorry. So if you want to see how I made this, keep on watching. Oh, and if you missed out on some of my summer decor DIYs, the starfish, the anchor, and the boat shelf, I'll put the link down below for those videos, so make sure to check that out. Here's what we'll need. We'll need the 11 by 14 picture frame, and it's a brown frame, by the way, it's not black. Scissors, we're going to need a paintbrush, 2 mirrors, octagon mirrors, sunflowers of course, and then cardboard where I'm going to do the letters, and this garden fence which I had purchased at 99-cent store, but everything else is from the Dollar Tree. And this paint, which I already had on hand, is just brown paint, E6000, and we're also going to need our hot glue gun. So first we're going to trace the word home on our cardboard, and we're going to cut that out. You could use wooden letters, that's totally up to you, but for this DIY I'm going to use just cardboard, and I'm going to cut the letters out and paint it. Now I'm going to open up my frame and flip it over and take everything out. So here you see me taking out the glass. I'm going to go in with my hot glue gun and apply hot glue on the 4 inner corners. So you see the inside of the frame right there, that's where we're going to apply the hot glue, and we're going to quickly put the glass back in there. You should probably add some E6000 in there just because the frame is pretty heavy and I don't want anything falling apart. So make sure you add some E6000 with the hot glue in there just to be safe. Now I'm just making sure my glass is clean, and then now I'm going to put the mirrors on there to get an idea of how I want to place them. So just place the mirrors, play around with it, see how you want it on the frame. Now that I know where I want to place my mirrors, I'm going to take it and apply some E6000 and hot glue to the bottom of it, wherever it's touching the glass. Here, if you noticed, I did leave the little foam legs. I didn't mind it at all, so I just left those down there. It's totally fine. I want it a little bit elevated from the glass. Okay, so I got this design from the garden fence that I had from 99-cent store. I just snapped that little part off, and then I used the rest of it to cut it with scissors. The remaining part that I need to cut off, I cut it with scissors. But here's the thing. I tried cutting the entire thing out with scissors. It didn't work, so I had to go in. I don't have a hot tool, so what I do is that I use a knife just for crafting. I put it over the stove in the fire, basically any lighter or anything you have you can use, until it gets hot, and then I just basically cut wherever I want to cut. So I use that for any plastic DIY that I have, because I don't have a hot tool like I said, so that's my technique. So I went ahead and did that, and then for this part, just like you see, I'm snapping that little part off, and I'm using scissors to cut the remaining part I need to get off. Now I'm just going to use my hot glue to glue everything down. Okay guys, so I'm actually running out of hot glue, so I'm actually going to finish the rest of the project with my E6000. I know. But so basically I'm going to take those little pieces that I snapped off earlier. You just want to play around with it, make your own design, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to place them between the 2 mirrors, just like right down the middle of the frame. And the bag of stones is because I'm putting pressure on one of the pieces, because that's where I started using my E6000. So next up, you're just going to clean up your mirrors. Just make sure they're clean. So use some Windex or anything you have for glass cleaners and Make sure they're clean before we glue on the word home. Here they are, the little sunflowers. I'm taking off the leaf and I'm taking that little plastic part off the leaf, and I'm taking the sunflower, placing it back in there, and I realized that the sunflower, I want it flat on the glass. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut that little extra plastic part. I'm going to snap it off with scissors, and that way my sunflower can just lay flat on the glass. So using some hot glue, I'm going to put some on the back of the sunflower and place it wherever I want it to be. I'm going to probably use only 2 sunflowers for this DIY. I don't want it to be overwhelming, so I'm only using 2. So for the second sunflower, same thing. I'm going to take the leaf, do the same exact process, cut that little plastic part, hot glue it down to the frame wherever I want it to be. I feel like this video is so long, but we're almost done. But you're going to, with every picture frame from Dollar Tree, this is how they do it. They have the little hanging thing taped down in the back. So I just peel off the tape and pull out the little hanging thing. I don't know what it's called, like a hook or something. The little hanger. So I'm going to use that and just E6000 it to the frame itself. But you'll see in a second how I did that. But here I painted my letters brown. I had a golden brown or golden beige, something like that. I have to check what color it was. I think it was golden brown. And I'm just going to dab it with a napkin and just basically dab it and put it on the letters just to give it a little bit more color, because I didn't like how it looked just brown by itself. So that's what I did to get a little bit extra color on there. I think it looks better that way. Now that the letters are dry and ready, I'm going to apply hot glue and glue that down onto the mirror. Down the center, of course. You guys, if you like videos that are straight on point, you're in the right place. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I promise you, my videos are not usually this long. It's the only one that's long. I don't know why, but make sure to subscribe to my channel. So basically we're just going to glue that down the center, and this is a good idea if you want to write, maybe you want to write fall right down the middle. That's actually a good idea too. So yeah, so you can write home, you can write fall, welcome, anything you want. And if you want to actually take out the O and put a sunflower in there instead, that's totally up to you. I think that would look nice as well. Now we're going to go in with our E6000 and our hanging thingies. Yes, I am calling them hanging thingies. So we're just going to apply some E6000 on there, and I'm going to place one on the right side and one on the left side because this frame is pretty heavy. There's lots of things on this frame, so I want to make sure it doesn't fall off. And yeah, one is not going to support it, not just one in the middle. That's not going to work for me. So I'm going to put one on the left and one on the right side, as you see here. And that's it, we're done, and there it is. I think it's gorgeous. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more fun DIYs, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.